Now that we are going into the subtheme 2, let us now move on to the subtheme 2's presentation. First, we will hear from Mr. Oman of the Ministry of Law of Indonesia. Unfortunately, he's speaking from the Indonesia online today, as we already explained. Mr. Oman, can you proceed right now?
First of all, allow me to give a high appreciation to the JSIP organizer. Allow me to join to this symposium via online because my health condition several days ago. So good evening for all of ladies and gentlemen in JSIP Symposium from Indonesia. So my presentation today is about countermeasures against internet-based IPR infringement in Indonesia. I have four subject matter that I will present to you all. First, about the short background of IP law in Indonesia, and secondly, about our regulation, especially related to the internet-based copyright infringement, and third, about the challenges and government efforts, and fourth, about number of pirate sites blocking. So, ladies and gentlemen, Indonesia enacted its first national IPR law in 1961 on company and commercial. At the time, Indonesia had not yet acceded to any international IPR agreements. And then in 1979, Indonesia ratified the Paris Convention for the Protection of Industrial Property and the Convention establishing the World Intellectual Property Organization, or WIPO, through Presidential Decree number 24. Now, subsequently, Indonesia enacted its first copyright law in 1982 and its first patent law in 1989. A significant milestone was reached in 1994 when Indonesia ratified the agreement establishing the World Trade Organization, or WTO, which includes the agreement on trade-related aspects of IPR or TRIPS through Law number 7 of 1994. And then this was followed by ratification of other important conventions like Berne Convention and the WIPO Copyright Treaty, or WCT, and the WIPO Performance and Phonograms Treaty, WPPT, in 2004. These international ratifications laid a crucial foundation for strengthening Indonesia's IP regulation framework today, which that we have 6 IP-related laws between 2000 and 2002, covering industrial designs, layout designs and integrated circuits, trade secrets, patents, trademarks, and copyrights. And until this day, Indonesia continues to modernize its regulation, especially to respond the rapid development of information technology. The most recent development involves the government and the legislature jointly revising our law number 28 of 2014 on copyright, particularly following the Constitutional Court's ruling on the liability of digital service platform, or DSPs, which must respect the circulation of infringing goods or services in each of digital service platforms. So next, I will present to you all about second topics related to the regulation on internet-based copyright infringement. We have law number 28 of 2014 on copyright, this law, our copyright law already contains a dedicated chapter entitled Copyright and Related Rights in Information and Communication Technology. This chapter is very important because this chapter gives to the government several authorities. Yeah, there are first supervise the distribution of infringing copyright and related content. Secondly, the government can build a cooperation with domestic and international entities to prevent the dissemination of infringing content. And third, oversee and authorize recordings at live performance. These provisions was further implemented through the joint ministerial regulation between Ministry of Justice and Ministry of Digital in Indonesia regarding blocking of content and restriction of user access in cases of copyright and related rights infringement in electronic system. In general, the implementation of the regulation consists of 4 stages. First, we got the report by the copyright holder directly, and secondly, we conduct a verification process, and third, we give a recommendation. I mean, recommendation from DGIP under Ministry of Justice to Ministry of Digital, and fourth, execution by Ministry of Digital. Execution, I mean, like content blocking or access restriction by the Ministry of Digital. And ladies and gentlemen, to optimize the implementation of blocking infringing content, same with the Philippines or Thailand presentation before, we build cooperation between ministries. Yeah, we have, like a IP task force that have 6 ministry under the IP task force, such as IP Office, Indonesian National Police, Ministry of Digital, Indonesian Customs, and Ministry of Justice. And yeah, in the next slide, you can see the Ministry of Digital provide the special website to the Ministry of Justice. So in the website, we can, submit the URL or the website, yeah, namely Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, WhatsApp, Telegram, YouTube, that, like related to the infringing content. So this website is based on our government regulation number 71 of 2019 on electronic system providers, yeah, which in Indonesia, the electronic system providers must make sure not contain prohibited electronic information or documents. Secondly, the electronic system providers, all the electronic system providers must not facilitate the, like a distribution of the prohibited electronic information or documents, because if the electronic system providers, like not doing the right thing in the electronic system provider, so we can not only blocking the content or the restricted the access, but yeah, they will face the, like a sanction of under our law, copyright law. So ladies and gentlemen, we I want to present about the challenges and government efforts so far in Indonesia. So there are several challenges within the intellectual property rights protection ecosystem regarding the blocking of pirated sites on digital service platforms so far. This includes first the verifying timeframes required by the different digital service providers to review and verify infringement report that's submitted by right holders. And secondly, the fact that the digital service provider response are not always aligned with the expectation of the right holders. And third, the absence of effective sanctions against, certain digital service provider that allegedly permit the sale of counterfeit products on their platform. So when the digital service provider fail to independently perform or conducting takedowns, Ministry of Digital and Ministry of Justice Indonesia can doing like first requiring digital service provider registration, and secondly blocking access through the internet service provider, and third imposing administrative sanctions. Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, in yeah, yeah, can you see in your in your in my slides? Yeah, maybe can to the next slide, maybe. Yeah, I will to present you several documentation about our government efforts in the enforcement field. Yeah, so the investigation are conducted by two agencies. First, International National Police, of course, and secondly, Directorate General of Intellectual Property. Yeah, and the legal basics of the authority is based on copyright law and criminal procedure law in Indonesia, and third, Ministry of Regulation number 1 of 2023 on electronic system provider, and fourth, Indonesian National Police Regulation number 6 of 2010. Please, next slide. Yeah, you can see the number of pirate sites blocking. Maybe it it's I need to update in 2025, but I can explain to you in every year we can give a recommendation more than 1,000 sites blocking to the Ministry of Digital. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Okay. This is the several activities. Some with the other countries, Philippines and Thailand, where we conduct like a cooperation with the other ministries, and including the uh, e-commerce platform in Indonesia like a Shopee, Lazada, Tokopedia, and etc. Next slide, please. Yeah. This is like all of the infringing goods that we succeed to like investigate, and uh, under the court decision, we have authorities to destroy the all of the infringing goods. Yeah. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is I will show you like a cooperation, the IP task force that I said before. Yeah, so the IP task force have 6 ministries under the IP task force. Yeah, DJIP, National Police, Ministry of Justice, Indonesian Customs, and Ministry of Digital. Next slide, please. Yeah. I think that's all that I can explain to you about the Indonesia framework and implementation related to the infringing content enforcement so far. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Terima kasih.
Thank you very much, Mr. Roman, for your presentation from Indonesia online.